All right, you guys, let's do some tarot. So, first, I have out our cards here Mercury, Jupiter, Sun, Leo, the Star, and Isis. Also got some tarot. Gonna go on and pull some charms. But before we get into pulling cards, I want to talk to you guys about something that is important going on astrologically. So, our Mercury retrograde is now officially behind us. We are out of the 2 week period that was our Mercury retrograde shadow. So you're good now to review and sign contracts, guys. But Mercury retrograde had us deep in our feelings, okay? Old wounds are resurrecting, family stories replaying, emotional loops that we thought we had already healed. And it was heavy for a lot of people, okay? But it was purposeful, okay? You weren't falling apart, you were being restructured. And now that chapter is closed, okay? So let's get rid of our Mercury here. Bye, Mercury. Until I think October anyway. But all right, so that chapter is closed now, okay? And we walk out of it straight into the 8-8 Lionsgate portal, only a couple of days away, you guys. And today we're going to talk about what's happening and why it matters. Okay. So Jupiter, which is 18 here, which is 9. All right. So that's a big deal too, because 9 is endings, completion, release, right? So Jupiter moved into Leo in June. Okay. And right now it sits at 8 degrees of Leo and on 8-8. Okay. You guys getting the theme here with all the eights. So that's creativity, artistic mastery, manifesting ideas into physical form. Our sun right now is also in Leo. Okay. And Leo's 5 here. So change, freedom, transformation. Okay. And then Sirius, which I have our star card here because we're going to talk about this, which is the brightest star in the sky. All right, and I have my notes here, you guys, because there's a lot, obviously, to memorize. But Sirius is our spiritual sun, okay, and it's rising in alignment with Earth and Orion's belt, okay, at the same time. So the portal has been open since July 26th, and it peaks this Saturday, 8-8. Okay, so that's why the Lionsgate portal. So then 4 days after that, on the 12th, we have a total solar eclipse in Leo. All right, so you guys can see kind of the pattern here and why that is a big deal. All right, so it is a 888 gateway. All right, one of the biggest things astrologically in the year. So 888. All right, and we're going to talk about what that means too in a moment. So Jupiter is amplified, okay? Jupiter. And the eclipse is changing things for us. Okay. So this is not the time to shrink, to hesitate. Okay. You want to set your intentions, clear your space, write down what you're calling in. Okay. And let me know in the chat or in the comments what it is that you're calling in for this 8-8 portal. Okay. And we did already pull a card here, the star card, 17, which is guess what? 8. Yeah. All right, so let's go a little bit deeper. So the eclipse. This is going to be super powerful, you guys, okay? It's a threshold of initiation. It supercharges any intentions that you set at the peak. So act now, okay? And then Sirius, we're going to talk about this too, okay? Has to do with our heart chakra, okay? Leo rules the heart. So, what is your heart being asked to create or release through this portal? We're going to pull a card for that as well, okay? But let's talk a little bit more about Sirius because this is so cool, you guys. And there's a connection with Isis. That's why I pulled this card for us. And Isis says cast spells, protect, heal. So, what's really cool about this, and I'm going to nerd out for a moment, okay? The ancient Egyptians called Sirius the Star of Osset, which is the Kemetic name of Isis, okay? So, divine feminine, the great mother, the one who resurrects and restores. All right. So, one of the shafts inside the Great Pyramid was constructed to align directly with Sirius at specific times. And it was believed to function as a pathway for the soul of the deceased, so our past and loved ones, to communicate with Sirius and Orion. Okay. And that's the region that the Egyptians called the duet, where the soul rises after death. Okay. So Sirius isn't just about abundance, it's also about resurrection. Okay. So this is huge, you guys. So the soul's journey, communion with the higher realms. All right. Then guess what else? So I said the sun was in Leo, right? And then I said that Sirius is our spiritual sun. So we have two suns at once going on here. And why did the Egyptians care so much about this? Because Sirius rising marks the beginning of their annual flood of the Nile. Okay, and that brought fertile soil and the start of their new year, the Egyptian New Year. Okay, then in ancient Greece, the overhead passage of Sirius, okay, was celebrated during initiations, okay, into the mysteries. Okay, so we won't go too often to a tangent about that. Ancient Greece is also fascinating to me. So this eight is a bridge between the material and spiritual realms, okay, between the visible and invisible. And then what do we have? 888, right? So definitely a very powerful time, you guys. Great for manifesting, all of that stuff. So I'm gonna catch up with the chat here real quick. Callie Capricorn. Hey Ronald, welcome. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Ronald. I'm sorry nobody else said that. Well, you have a very special birthday. Jupiter Thursday, right before the 8-8 portal. And 888 is abundance, karmic rewards, power cycles, okay? Yeah, so it's a big deal on top of it being your birthday. Okay, so we went over all of that. I went on my little tangent. I nerded out for a moment. So thank you guys for being with me through that. Hopefully you found it interesting as well, okay? So now we might keep these out. But we're going to pull, this is a little different than what we normally do. We're going to do tarot, but we're going to pull from our Egyptian tarot. So that's kind of the theme here. And this deck has some really interesting cards. It does have the regular Arcana cards, but then it also has some different meanings too. So it's super cool. A deck that I have not used a whole lot. So it's a fairly new deck here in the sanctuary. We'll do a little shuffle and we will get into it. And then you guys can let me know if you have questions and stuff. We can start a queue in the chat. And we'll be pulling from the Egyptian deck tonight. So if you're just joining, feel free to say hey in the chat. Wish Ronald here in the chat a happy birthday because it's his birthday. So if you guys would do me that favor, thank you, PP. Yes, and we're gonna do some tarot, you guys. Let's pull some charms before we get into the deck. Now remember to take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Always use your own discernment. All right, we got the letter A and a football. we're going to talk about it. Now, you might love football, you might love sports in general. So, however that resonates with you. And Ronald, where is it that you're joining us from? We know you're Leo. Okay, so let's talk about these charms. Now, again, take it as it resonates, but we did get the football here. So, football is persistence, strategy, masculine energy, kind of pushing through obstacles. Okay. And that would make sense coming out of this retrograde, right? Okay, so the questions that I said we wanted to ask first with these polls. Let's see, I made notes here for you guys. Yes. What you're calling in. So let's see on a collective level too, like what we're calling in. And then if you want me to pull specifically for you what you're calling in, let me know in the chat here. And then we will do what is your heart being asked to create and what's your heart or release. Okay. And then we'll go from there. So what's the collective calling in for this 8-8 portal spirit? Oh, look at this. A lot of animal imagery here. We've got, it looks like he might be going fishing here. There's a snake, a bird. It looks like uh, maybe a crocodile here, or could be a gator, but crocodile came to mind for me. And I'll catch up with you guys here in a second in the chat. All right, and we did get here, there's a couple numbers. We got 7 and 25, which is 7. So very interesting here. Let me set my notebook aside. So 7 again, spirituality, wisdom, introspection, divine connection. Okay. PP, calling all the spirits to guide you on this path, success and prosperity. Love it. What's in store? Okay, gotcha. You are in the queue. Yeah, this makes sense because, crocodiles are also ancient, that they're dinosaurs. They are all about adaptability, longevity. We said the same about football kind of too, so this makes sense for you guys. Now let's see what the collective is being called to release. Anybody like football or to fish in the live chat? Let me know because this one might be for you. Let's see. What are you being? What is your heart being called to release? Oh, interesting. Look here, she's kind of sitting on her throne. There's a dice up above with a snake. And we got two numbers here. We got 4 and 58, which ends up being 4. Yeah, it's like they did the numerology for us. They did the numerology for us. And 4 is protection, you guys. We kind of got that theme last night, didn't we? So we've got a journey here, kind of, where it looks like he's going fishing. And now we've got recapacitation here. So maybe somebody's switching careers, switching jobs. Interesting. We're going to put this all together too. PP like fishing. Okay. Maybe that one's for you then. But on this card though for fishing, it is the Argonaut, okay? So it's kind of a more big picture thing because this is, a courageous man, okay? So not only is he going fishing, but you see it almost looks like underneath the boat. Um a confirmation, and you see orange and red colors here too. um the water is actually red, so that's interesting too. It's like danger, but there's a snake here and a croc kind of laying await, so kind of dangerous waters here. So he's very brave, courageous man, kind of facing these dangers of the unknown, right? Could be, you know foreign country, could be a long journey, um, prolonged absences, but definitely kind of navigating dangerous waters here. Okay. So, not just fishing, but that definitely could resonate as well. Or maybe you're in an area where they have like alligators or crocodiles. All right. So, that is all significant as well. Then we've got our reconsideration or recapacitation card here. And like I said, this could be a career changer thing, but you see here, she's kind of sitting on this throne. All right. And she's got, it looks like maybe a pen or paintbrush. Looks like she's doing some artwork here, but this is kind of looking within oneself, right? So there's something maybe you're reconsidering. It could be a seemingly drastic or sudden change. Like I said, a career change, a life change. Okay. Um, so it might seem very abrupt, um, but it's for your own protection. Okay. So there's something there that you're being asked to release. And it could be maybe the resistance to that change. Okay, so let's see. Oh, something just popped up about a sticker. I didn't even see it though. I think it's letting us add stickers or something, but we'll check it out. So for PP, let's see. What is in store for you? Let's see. What's in store for PP Spirit? Oh, one came flying out. Generosity, 75, which breaks down to 3. And look here, there's this red again, and there's like a man down below kind of tied up. But here's the sun, birds, the sun shining down. And look, she's here with like a plate of what looks like food, corn, and different things. So, um, being handed over. So, generosity. So, generosity is in store for you. This is a really cool card, though. This is a good thing. And you said you were wanting to call in abundance, right? And success. Yeah. So maybe you're going to be getting some sort of gift, a reward, inheritance, or something. Yeah, something. And 3 is kind of community, connection, collaboration. Yes, claim it. All right, catching up on the chat, guys. If you're just joining, feel free to say hey. Let me know where you're joining from, your zodiac sign, and any questions you might have. All right. So let's see. What is the collective being asked to create? Let's ask that one. Ooh, we got a few cards here. I'm going to go ahead and put these away now so we can make room. Oh, communion. I love it. Oh, these are great, you guys. Yeah, so communion is kind of affection, tenderness, intimacy, affinity, um, all things kind of within a community or a group, right? Mutual protection, maybe some sort of common ideal, whether that be society or a couple, kind of good understanding. Okay. So that's what the collective is being called to create right now. Okay, this communion. And we got the number 9. Okay, and 9 number is all about release, endings, completion, release. Love it. And we got 2 more cards here. We got contrition. So these are acts of repentance, okay? Um, recognizing your own errors, okay? Feelings of guilt, addiction, moral pains, okay? And you can see here one is sitting on a throne. There's some animals here, and then there again a man tied up. So this is kind of a common theme here, you guys. We saw this over here too on PP's card. And then it looks like someone begging here down at the bottom. And this is a 1, so self, beginnings, manifestation, leadership. This person definitely looks like they're some sort of leader or royalty, right? Yeah, this makes sense because okay. Yeah, so the collective is being called to kind of release the guilt, errors of the past, and come together in communion. I love it. That's a beautiful reading. We're going to pull some clarifiers here in a minute, too. And then our final card here is change, okay, which makes sense. It actually has an 8 on it, which we know is abundance, karma cycles. And right now we've been talking all about 8, okay? So this is significant as well. So it's kind of an act of calculated interest, okay? Maybe will for power, um, prevention, certain moves or reforms, mostly within the home or like mental structure foundation. That's why we got kind of these earthlier colors here, this kind of brownish green. And it does look like they're kind of doing something in the home, looks like the kitchen. And we got duality here with one black snake and one white snake. Mm. I like this, you guys. So the collective as a whole is being called to release the past guilt, to work on the self and home front, and to come together in communion. Oh, look, and we got on this one too, the communion card, the star. And we were talking all about our spiritual sun or star, Sirius, the brightest star in the night sky. Beautiful. Okay, again, if you're just joining, feel free to say hey in the chat. Let me know your sign, any questions you may have, where you're joining from. And we are going to pull some clarifiers. Oh, spirit. Ooh, we got several cards fall out here, you guys. Ooh, death. Okay, this could be a little death or death and rebirth, all in divine timing. Okay, and know your worth. Interesting. Very interesting here. Let's pull some more and see what's going on with from this deck and then from my other tarot. Spirit. What is this death spirit? Oh. Virus. Someone must be feeling all over the place because this deck is kind of all over the place. What else, Spirit? What is this stuff here? All right. Don't grind a line. Remember, 2 cats. Oh, you guys just watched me shuffle, but we did get the 2 cats last night too. So we were getting a lot of twos though. All right. So this message is for someone. Two cats, the duality again. Duality, partnership, and a note from a reminder from spirit to remember, don't grind a line. Well, this makes sense because we got all in divine timing, and right now with the 888 portal, it is all about calling in abundance, okay, and getting out of that grind or hustle mindset. All right, let's see what the collective energy is here. Yep, two cats again, PP. Maybe someone has two cats or is going to have two cats. I have one. I don't think it's gonna be me. I don't see myself getting another cat anytime soon. Anyway. J Spirit. Ooh, the Tower. Okay, look at this card. It's a squirrel looking up, watching lightning strike the tree, and it's acorns kind of falling down on the ground, but there are butterflies coming off of the tree. And that's all about Tower, right? We did get death. Yeah, so this is some sort of a tower moment for somebody coming through. Ooh. And tower is also 16, which is 7. We talked about the spirituality, okay, introspection, divine connection. Um, So again, it could be a literal death, a physical death, an earthly death, but we got the Tower card, so this could be a death and rebirth as well. We got a few cards here, you guys. We got 3 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles. So again, a lot of Pentacles. We got the 5 of Wands, 4 of Swords, and then the Hermit card. Okay, so interesting that we got 3 and 6, which is 9, then 5 and 4, which is 9, and then a 9. Big release energy, you guys. 999 all in a row when we're talking about 888. So 999, apart from being an angel number, it's endings, release, transition. Wow, okay. So you see here on the 3 of Pentacles, and 3 was on your card too, PP. They're working together here. So it looks like 2 women and a man working together. They're kind of creating this sign here with the pentacles on it. Looks like they're crocheting or something, but they're working together, smiling. Okay, so this is connection, community. And pentacles are earth energy, okay, or diamonds in a regular deck of cards. So money, body, work, home, value. So that makes sense. And then we've got, again, pentacles. So same deal, but this is the 6. So harmony, love, family, responsibility. And you did get the generosity card, PP. And look, this is someone handing pentacles, and then they're kind of making an 8 here. This is the 6 of pentacles, but you can see clearly the 8 shape there. So yeah, and remember, anyone that's doing a money bowl, I know we've been talking about this a lot lately, spend or rotate some of the money in that money bowl. Don't hold on to it and hoard it. Money is meant to be spent. It is meant to flow. It is meant to move. Okay, you don't want it to be stagnant. So that's a reminder too. Yep, 999 PP. Then we got the 5 of Wands, and 5 is change, right? Change and transformation. And here they're like balancing on the wands. One of them has fire. So there might be some fire in your chart, or maybe you're dealing with the fire sign. And wands is fire energy, okay? Action, passion, creativity. That's what we've been talking about here with this portal coming up. And then we've got the Four of Swords, and four is big on protection. And she's laying here in a nest, and she's got what looks like yarn that's in the shape of a heart, and there's a thread going through. Okay, so definitely a reminder of your divine protection here. And she looks safe and comfy in that nest. And then here we have the Hermit, and she's hovering here above kind of this stairway. This, it doesn't look like a steep stairway though, it's almost like a trail or a path leading up this hill or mountain. So maybe someone has felt like a hermit or has been kind of in isolation, but look at the light shining off of her, and she doesn't look sad or anything. There's been a lot of growth during this period. Okay, there's a little lantern down here too. So this is a collective energy right now. Maybe you've been through this period of isolation, but it was not only part of your protection. You might have felt like it was a bit of a balancing act for a while, but it's not only a part of your protection, but it was a part of calling in what you needed. Not only the internal growth, but calling in the right type of connections, going through this death and rebirth. Okay, so remember, all in divine timing. Know your worth. So this, your people are coming in. Okay, your community who's meant to be with you, whether that be your partnership in love or just like your soul tribe. Let's see what else comes up, you guys. Ooh, 10 of Wands now. So that's big completion energy. And if you guys remember this card, this is where she's already down the hill. Okay, so you're going downhill now. We talked about ending this Mercury retrograde. So it should be smoother sailing from here on out, guys. You've done the work, you're all packed up, ready to move on, ready to move forward. I think everyone's kind of over this whole Mercury retrograde. It's been a tough one, I think, all around for people. Yep, Ace of Wands. So again with this fire energy right on the third eye. What a beautiful card. So this really is, and this one always reminds me of my painting here. This it really is you being on fire creatively, spiritually. Okay, so there's a lot coming in here for the collective. So let's pull from another deck. We've got blood tests on the top of the deck and air sign. Okay, so there's an air sign here. Maybe you're going for blood tests or you need to go for blood tests. It's not medical advice, by the way. You agree, PP? Let's see what else comes out here. Oh, I'm being called a different deck. Bear with me. What else? Oh, car issues. Someone's having car issues and reveal. What is this about, Spirit? Money is a tool. I was just saying that. Rest. Don't be blind. Ooh, interesting. What is this don't be blind, Spirit? So something's being revealed. I was saying that last night too. Some sort of truth is being revealed. A reminder to rest. Money is a tool. We got the don't grind a line. But what is this don't be blind, Spirit? Ooh. John 3:16. Someone is spreading lies. Oh. What is love to you? Oh, that's a good question to. I'm going to put that one here up on our chat. I just figured this out, you guys. So let's do this. What is... Let's see if I can do this right. Okay, hopefully you guys can see the question. My first time doing this, okay? So this is the question that just came out in the cards. What is love to you? And then we got John 3:16, you guys. Okay, and I don't know it offhand, but I'm gonna look it up real quick. I believe that is actually a love quote from the Bible, if memory serves me correctly. Um, and used to be one of my favorite ones, but let me verify. Yeah, so this one is all about God's love, okay? Where it talks about giving up his only son. Yeah, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whoever believes in him should not perish but have everlasting life. I said light, but that works too, right? And we got yes. Thank you for the confirmation, Spirit. So, yeah, we got a love quote and then what is love to you? You guys should be able to answer that one right on your screen, too. I'm curious to see how that works. Anywho, we're going to get into this someone spreading lies, though. But yeah, so this is about love. You're so close. Hmm. Not everyone knows. Okay, we're going to get into that. Out of the office. This could be work related. Sexy. Oh, could be an office romance. I don't know. Sunshine. Could be a name or actual sunshine. 411. Okay, we're going to put these together. Someone spreading lies. Not everyone knows. 411. This is the sign you've been asking for. Oh, that might have to be the name of our live tonight. This is the sign you've been asking for. So let's see what this spreading lies is about, you guys. What do we think it is? If you're just joining in, welcome, welcome. Say hey in the chat. Let me know where you're joining from, your zodiac sign, any question. We've got Egyptian tarot out tonight too. If you want something different, I can pull one of those for you. Oh, cornbread came out. That could be like the saying, when they say someone is cornbread, or it could be literal cornbread, could be a nickname. So maybe that's the someone spreading lies. I don't know. Oh, on the DL, LGBTQ plus. Someone's on the DL. Not everyone knows. Oh, that makes sense. Cellophane. Hey, take it as it resonates, you guys. Someone with a chain linked fence. Okay, so I think this is the someone spreading lies has something to do with this cornbread and a chain linked fence. So they could be the one on the DL, or maybe they're spreading lies saying that somebody is on the DL. But not everyone knows the information. I don't know what the cellophane is, though. Let's see. Hey, Adriana. Yes, you can. Welcome. Let me know where you're joining from, what your sign is. Stephanie said it. Oh, very specific. And thank you. Yeah, thank you, Spirit, for the confirmation. So Stephanie said it. So Stephanie's spreading these lies. Stephanie, what are you doing? Gemini. Okay. How is Dominique the Libra feeling for you? Okay. Let's I have to break out our love deck for that one. How is Dominique feeling about Adriana, Spirit? Living together. Oh, they might be wanting to live with you. Thinking about living together. Oh, you recently blocked him? Oh, that's not good, Adriana. Love is action, PP. Agreed. Are you guys able to click answer on the screen? I don't even know how that works, but I thought I would put that up. That's not good, Adriana. Oh, you guys, my power just went out. Ooh. Okay, cool, PP. Is that how I saw your answer? Nice. Sure. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to see you guys without the power going out. But let's try it. Hopefully it pops back on. That's big energy that we threw off the power. I'll hold it up to the candle to try and see. Oh, look. It's back. Thank you, Spirit. Yes, it is, PP. Okay, let's see what's here for Adriana and Dominique. Turn a jellyfish back on. There we go. Oh. Oh, yeah, I see it. This makes sense, girl. This makes sense, Adriana. You got the 9 of Swords. So 9 is endings, release. And here you've got a ton of crows. We got a lot of crows last night, too. One of them, though, is white. That's the release. And that's spirit coming in. And look, she's down on her knees, kind of in despair with the pillows. So maybe this is really causing you a lot of stress or upset. Maybe you've been crying a lot over it. Or this could be him. But yeah, I asked about you two together. It is a female on the card. Only you know if you've been feeling that, though, if you resonate with that. Okay, let's see what came out here. 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, this is you've been a little guarded. So maybe there was some trust issues here. You're kind of here you see she's kind of clutching her purse. She's looking the other way. Um, the town's behind her. 4 of Pentacles. So that is protection. Okay, so I think you've been trying to protect your heart. She's clutching her bag right at her chest. You're trying to hold things close to you, protect your heart, protect yourself, and maybe that's why you blocked him. Um, yeah, so maybe you're trying to. Hmm. Yeah, you've been a little guarded. You're trying to do this, but yeah, there's a lot here. That's probably why my power went out. I'm glad it's back though, you guys. So we can still go for a little longer. Hi, Monica. Welcome. Feel free to say where you're joining and your zodiac sign. Any questions you have in the chat, whatever you feel comfortable with. Let's see. How is Dominique feeling? Whoa. Card came flying out, and then, oh, two cards came flying out, and then one dropped right on the altar. So let's see here. Okay, so we got the King of Pentacles. So this is a masculine card. So this makes sense. Now remember, I'm the messenger, okay? So don't come after me, but he's chilling. He's chilling. And look, he's just kind of sitting here calmly with his dog or his wolf. I don't know if he's older, but at least the man here, the gentleman in this card is. And yeah, and then here they're depicted kind of balancing on one foot. So there's a little bit of, I think maybe there was a little bit of back and forth before this, and now he's kind of chilling. And then we got the Strength card. Okay. 8 again, you guys. We've been talking about the 8-8 portal. And you see she's got like a little lamb here with her. She's also got the infinity symbol or 8 tattoo on her arm. It's she's half lion and half human. And it is Leo season right now, you guys. But the Strength card is Leo. So yeah, you're having to tap into your inner strength here. Maybe resisting unblocking him. Maybe because he's maybe acting like too cool or like he doesn't care. And it's just made you really, really guarded. But this has been an upsetting situation. And it may be that he just thinks you're not serious. I don't know if this is something you've been through before. Yeah, PP, he could be trying to play it cool. Oh, Monica, you want to know if he moved on after the breakup? Yeah, he could be playing it cool. Very much so. He might not be taking it seriously. If you've done this before, Adriana, it's a common thing in relationships too. If you've gotten in a fight before and done this and then gotten back together, of course, then he's not going to be as worried as, you know. Okay, Monica, let's see. We'll pull from the love deck for you. You were wanting to know if he moved on. That we can pull from the yes no as well. So it's more of a yes no question for Monica. Let's see. Has he moved on after he and Monica broke up? Whoa. We got 7 of clubs. Maybe you might have to convince others. Oh, that's an interesting answer, isn't it? So 7 is introspection. We got the clubs here. That's fire or wands energy. Okay, action. So he may not have fully moved on. Maybe he's in limbo. Let's see what comes out from the love deck for Monica. Don't overthink it, Monica. Commitment. So he's committed to something. Let's see what comes out from tarot. Whether it's a new committed relationship or you might be committed to the breakup. Let's see what comes out from Monica. Oh, On who we got? The Knight of Cups. Hmm. He's dating. He, yeah, he's dating. We got commitment. And here, look, he totally looks like Romeo. He's got roses, a picnic set up, unicorn in the background. So whether he's in another committed relationship or he's looking for commitment, he's definitely being romantic and dating here. Hmm. Little picnic set up. You're welcome. My jellyfish went out again, you guys. Ooh, there's big energy here. If you're just joining, feel free to say hey in the chat. Let me know where you're joining from, your zodiac sign, any questions you might have. We'll go a little, yeah, we'll go a little longer if you guys have any last minute questions, and then I'll go into our affirmations here. I don't know about y'all, but I'm getting hungry. Let's pull. Let's see what comes out from our Egyptian tarot. Oh, look. Regular tarot, we got the Emperor 4 again, protection. And he's holding and if you guys know chess, let me know, but he's holding a chess piece. And that looks like a goat head or a ram head. So this could be yeah, this could be either Capricorn or Aries energy here. But he also looks like he's kind of chilling and he's got a chess piece in his hand. So making moves. That's confirmation. And confirmation from my fur baby. See what comes out from Egyptian tarot for us. What else, Spirit? Ooh. Look at this card, you guys. Solitude. I was just saying that someone who's been feeling this, like hermit or anything. So this is solitude, isolation, just like I was saying, concentration with, spirit, with the divine. Here she is, on the ground. She's kind of looks like she's meditating, communicating with nature. And it's another 7. You guys have been getting a lot of this. So big on spirituality, okay? There's a lot of they say isolation brings elevation, right? So there's a lot of elevating going on after this period of isolation that you guys have been in. All right, let's see what affirmations we've got. Let me just pull from this one tonight. I'm feeling this one. If you do have any last minute questions, let me know in the chat. And as a reminder, let's say Thursday, I pretty sure we'll go live tomorrow as well. I'm going to try to go a little earlier. We'll see how it goes. Saturday for sure. It's likely going to be in the afternoon because it's the 8/8 portal. So we're going to talk all about that, Lionsgate, what it means for you, how to manifest what it is that you're wanting. And then Sunday, we're going to do Shadow Work live again and not get cut off this time. Thank you, PP. Yeah, so let's pull some affirmations, guys. See what, oh, one came flying out. I'm inspiring. Let's see what Spirit wants you to start affirming. What up, Spirit? Okay, Spirit guides me in every step I take. I am deserving of abundance. Yes, that's important, especially right now. I release old patterns and I trust my journey. So these are ones, not only reminders from Spirit, but ones that Spirit wants you to start affirming. I am inspiring. Spirit guides me in every step I take. I am deserving of abundance. I release old patterns. I trust my journey. So start affirming that. Again, make sure that you are subscribed and have your notifications on so you guys can see when I do go live. Because as you know, I do not always schedule it way ahead of time. Okay. Um, And again, we're going to do 8 Lions Portal on Saturday, Shadow Work Sunday. So come and join me. Keep an eye out for when I go live. And thank you, each and every one of you beautiful souls, for joining, whether it be live or on the replay. Everything is appreciated. All the information you need to contact me, book a reading, anything like that is in the description, pinned in comments, and in my bio. Okay. Until next time, sending you light, love, and healing. And I hope this helped. Thank you.